show.
I'm looking for my father for the last 30 years. Mom's off in prison. She ran away and joined the carnival.
I'm a witch.
You put a picture of you on Facebook.
Is it Jeff or is it Dave?
Relationship up and down because of the paternity of my daughter.
Are there 3 other potential dads?
It's
4?
me one.
No.
Me.
3 DNA test results
I'm sorry.
right now.
What whether or not you are the biological dad of your own kids? My guest today are saying, I hope and pray I'm your daddy today. Please the show. Angel, how you doing? This could be not a good situation. What brought you here today?
I'm 30 years old. I've been looking for my father for the last 30 years. Recently, I came across some information that my dad, who helped raise me, isn't my father.
And what kind of information? And this was the guy from the date of your birth almost.
Yep. My mom was married to him and then divorced. She actually, I want to confront my mom too because I'm really sick of the way that she's been living. She went to prison when I was little. She hasn't been here for me. My dad that raised me, his parents actually raised me. So I want to find out who my actual father is. I need to know.
What makes you think the man you called daddy all those years really is not your daddy?
You know what? I was about 12 years old and I was in science class, and you know when you do the recessive and dominant genes, when you try to figure out like your brown eyes, your brown hair.
I never did well in that subject. I don't know about that.
You know what? I had some trouble with it too. Why? My mom and my dad both, or my dad, have blue eyes, and I really had trouble with it, and I couldn't get it, and I felt like I had to go up and talk to the teacher. And he said, well, honey, you better go home and talk to your parents. So, of course.
You went home to see Mom, and Jeff is your dad. You thought, you called him Dad, Father's Day, you spent time with him. That was your dad for 30 years?
Yes.
But there was this distant thunder.
You know what? I always felt like along that I looked different, that he was very distant to me, and I really felt like something wasn't adding up.
So the genetics in classes, you began an investigation.
Yes, I went, and I was about 12 years old. I came home from school. I talked to his wife, and I talked to him, and he said, you know what, I've always thought that.
So Jeff, your dad said, wait a minute, Angel, I think the same thing.
Yes. And you know what? I felt like I was getting kicked in the stomach. You know what I mean? Your mom's off in prison. She ran away and joined the carnival.
She was somewhat promiscuous, literally. She was somewhat promiscuous too, right?
Somewhat? No. I would say complete acting like a whore. That's what I would say. I shouldn't say that
that's your
about
mama.
my mom.
That's your mama. No question.
It is. But you know what? And that's why I have such a hard time, because I can't be proud of her, and I know she's not proud of herself. That's another issue that
So you're here today to confront her.
Yes.
And you began a search that led you to Dan.
Yes.
And Dan is the man you think is actually your biological father.
Yes. So about 6 months ago, I did this genetics test to check out what ethnicity I am. And my dad, Jeff, is actually about 100% German. They have a family crest. They're very proud of their German heritage. And mine came back about 4% German. So I thought, great. So I've got Russian, a little Dominican, and Native American. And I thought, so I had to answer some questions here.
So today we did this. Give you a DNA test along with Jeff and Dan.
Yes.
And the man you call Dad is Jeff.
Yes.
And
so I called him. I said, hey, Dad, I did this DNA test. I really need to know if you can think of anybody. And he gave me a name of this guy that my mom used to date, Dan. And he didn't know, he knew his last name, and he knew that he played football.
And as of now, you've never actually met Dan.
No, I looked him up on Facebook.
On Facebook.
I kept on him to call me, and I messaged him a couple of times, and then he finally called me back. And I said, hey, this is a call that nobody wants to get. I think that I might be your daughter.
And you're pretty convinced that Dan is, in fact, your biological father.
Yes. I actually, when I talked to him, he was so welcoming, and he said to me, he said, I always thought you were a boy because I was told that you were a boy, and there hasn't been a day that's gone by that I haven't thought of you and I haven't prayed for you, and He was just so overwhelmingly genuine.
DNA test. Now let's talk about your mom, Charlotte. You have relationship problems with mom. In fact, it was so bad you did not invite her to your own wedding.
Yes.
Didn't do it.
No. No.
When's the last time you saw your mother?
Maybe 8 years ago. No.
Are you ready to meet her now and hear her story? Hear what she has to say about this?
Yes.
Please welcome Angel's Charlotte to the show. Charlotte, come on out.
Angel, I wish you all happiness. I hope you find your answer. I've never been more proud of my life. For lying to you.
Hey, you lied to me. If you didn't lie to me, why would we be on the show?
I thought your dad, Jeffrey, was your father.
How could you think that? How could you think that he was my father? I look different
You
from
look like
everyone
my
else.
dad. You look like my brother. You look like my sisters.
Have a seat, honey.
No.
Have a seat.
Yeah,
No,
you do.
I'm so sick of you always acting like everything that you do is just great, and how you went to prison, and
Okay,
you
for
put
one-
a picture on Facebook. That's what I'm mad about. I want you to live a life that you can be proud of, and I can be proud of you.
All right, Charlotte, let's do this. Angel, honey. I want to hear your story. In and around the time that she was conceived, who were you with?
Just be honest about
At
it.
the time conceived.
At the time she was conceived, I was with dad. I was with a guy named Danny. And I slept with him because I felt I wanted to be loved, and I slept with him. I was 16 years old. I was not perfect.
You were promiscuous?
So what about now? Same story.
So there's a possibility.
What about now? Right now,
Yeah.
I'm a minister. Right now, I'm living with a boyfriend I've been with a year. Right now.
A minister.
Yes, I am a minister.
You're a witch.
I am a minister and I'm a witch. So get it straight. You will keep making judgments about me. You don't know a damn thing about my life.
This is ridiculous. What do you know about mine? What do you know about mine?
Not a thing, because
Then
you
I
won't
want-
tell me anything.
Why? Because I don't want pictures of my daughter in your home. That's why. It's my job. It's my job to protect me and mine. Do you understand that?
Okay.
God put me in charge of that little girl so that
Are
I
you
can...
going to keep telling I can't answer?
Is there a possibility that Jeff is not the father, Angel?
Say yes. Be honest.
Well, let her answer, Angel. Mama, is there a possibility the man she's called dad for 30 years is in fact not her biological father?
I thought Jeff was her dad. There might be a possibility. I thought Jeff was her father.
So the answer is yes. And could Dan be the father, in fact?
Possibly.
Or could there be other
there any more?
ones? Other ones.
Because up until this week, you couldn't remember anything. And
I don't remember anything
Jeff's
about
the
being
only one.
16, Angel.
You don't remember who you slept with. Quit with so many damn people, you can't remember who the hell you slept with. How about that?
You know, Charlotte, a lot of people can't remember teenage or young adult years, but as far as at the time you conceived your child, most women would say, well, it's him, but you're saying it could be Jeff, it could be Dan, it could be somebody else.
I don't remember.
Do you care about your daughter's feelings and what she's related? Which is,
Yes, I do.
explain to her the pain that you're feeling, because you made mistakes. Everyone makes mistakes. Tell her your heart.
Angel, I was not perfect. I tried to escape from my life, but I was a mistake to begin with. And I'm sorry that your life is messed up. I'm sorry that I made mistakes. I'm sorry I'm not what you want me to be.
At the end of this show, what does Charlotte want?
I would like my daughter to be happy. I would like a relationship with my
Do you see?
And number one, we got to find out who the father of this child is. That's number one. Would you agree?
Do you
Number
see
one.
the life that you live is not conducive to a grandmother? You know what I mean, I don't want my daughter to be like, there's grandma.
Will you let her see your child?
No. I mean,
Until something
not at this-
happen. It's very important.
who would let their child go over there?
I never asked you to my house. I said I would meet you in the park. I said I would meet you in Perkins. I said I would meet you anywhere. But you sit there and tell me.
This is the deal. The people that you hang out with, I don't want pictures of my daughters. I don't want anything like that. Do you know that? And how you live your life.
Let it go. What's in your feeling? Let it go. Tell her what you honestly feel.
Angel, I said I would meet you anywhere. I didn't say you had to bring my granddaughter to that house. I didn't say you had to come to that house. I was glad to meet you anywhere. You have shut me out of your life deliberately before you even were an adult. You shut me out of your life.
Well, don't you think it hurts your mom went to prison? And don't you think it hurts that, oh, you would call and be like, oh, honey, I'm going to come pick you up, and I'm going to come, and we wait for hours and hours and
Leave
hours.
it right there. We'll be back with more. Stay right there.
take over.
I tried to for you. I didn't do it.
You weren't there for me. That's what I'm
I'm
not
sorry. What do you want me to do?
And lead to this backstage breakdown.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Angel comes face to face with a man she thinks might be her father.
Are here today to find out who their biological father really is in the men relationships. Off the air, I said to you during the break, as an Angel, is it possible, leaving today in about a half an hour to an hour, that you two can have a daughter-mother relationship, which is so much better than you had before? Number one, I can't imagine what it would be like to live for 30 years, alive, not knowing who my biological dad is. How important is it for you to find out that answer?
It's very important. If you look at everyone, you know, I'd like father is, you know, and if it comes to my father, then you owe people an apology. You know
Charlotte,
what I mean?
do you feel guilty?
If Jeff's my
do you feel as if you've caused this mess, in a sense, by the life that you led and by being less than honest with your
I
own?
made mistakes, and I'm not perfect, and I'm sorry. But you don't have to keep condemning me for the rest of my life because of the mistakes I made when I was 16 years old. I was perfect. I did the best I could.
Do you understand that it's embarrassing for me? It's embarrassing that I have to go to that I went to a private school. And everyone else's parents are doctors and lawyers, and people would say, "Where's your mom?"
Charlotte, she
you know
spent
what I mean?
30 years not knowing who her biological dad is.
I just want to feel like I belong to somebody. Like.
I send you to the private school. Your dad's there. I did not see you because your dad wouldn't allow me to see you. I tried to be there for you, but you sit there and tell me that I'm not.
Listen, let it go. Let it out, Charlotte. Tell her. She doesn't know these things.
I tried to be there for you. I didn't do it.
You weren't there for me. That's what I'm telling you. And
I'm sorry. What do you want me to do?
I'm not even telling you about then. I'm telling you about now. Even now, look how you live. I want to be proud of you. I didn't even let you meet my husband because I'm not proud of you.
Well, let's be serious about it.
Okay, I'm sorry, Angel. You want me to drop dead? Will that make you happy?
No, I don't want you to be dead. I do not want you to be dead.
Hold on a minute. Hang on.
I'm not perfect.
She wouldn't have come here if she didn't love you and wanted to. The reason both of you came here is to solve this, not to cause
everything that she keeps bringing up. I apologize. I became a minister. I help people. I put myself out there to help everybody. I'm not perfect, but she thinks that I'm a slutty person. I'm not. I thought Jeff was her father, and my life wasn't perfect. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Mom, Angel would not be here if she didn't want a relationship with you. She would not be here. The physical presence means she wants to make things better. Are you willing and able to make things better?
Why do you think I've been changing my life for all this time?
All right, Charlotte, let's do this. Let's go back out there, you and me, and tell your daughter you want to help her discover who the father is, and secondly, you want a relationship with her. You want to go back. Let's give it one more try. We're about to bring on possibly the biological father, Dan. Before I do that, off the air, your mother has a tremendous fear and shuts down because she believes you will not accept her of her mother, you're too judgmental of her past, and that you looked for advantages to hurt her instead of for possibilities of moving forward. This girl is a damaged woman. She's damaged. And a lot of the damage was self-inflicted, and she accepts that. No soul is perfect. This woman, for a long time, has led the kind of life that you describe. And she wants to start today and move forward.
If I get the truth, then yeah, then I can invite her into my life.
We're going to get the truth. Right now, we're going to begin the process of getting the truth. Please welcome Angel's biological father, Dan, to the show. Dan, come on out. There he is.
I'm so sorry. You okay?
No.
Angel and Dan.
Bill?
Right there.
First time I met my potential daughter.
Thank you. Sit down here. First of all, Charlotte, I know it's been quite a few years, but do you remember Dan from high school?
Yeah, I remember.
That's him.
Yeah.
Dan, you remember Charlotte?
Yes, I do.
Tell me your relationship at that time with Charlotte.
We had a real good relationship. We spent all the time we could together. We were
Kids.
good friends. Yeah, I was 16 years old.
Angel, what are your emotions now? You've never met Dan. Online conversation, first time in the flesh. Look at your potential father, and what are your feelings right now?
Thank you for coming on. I know it's not easy.
You're very
I'm
welcome.
sorry.
I did this for her. This is why I came here, to prove to everybody that I'm her father.
During the last 20 or 30 years, you thought, Dan, that you had a child somewhere.
Yes.
With Charlotte. Explain that.
For the last
Explain
30
that. Why
years,
is that?
I've done the same thing. Because my aunt told me after we moved away that she's pregnant and that it might be mine.
What were your emotions when you walked out here and hugged your potential daughter for the first time?
I was
in your
terrified.
Life?
Very terrified.
Why?
Because I don't know. I don't know if I'm her father or not. That's why I'm here.
I just want to know.
Right. I just want to know.
And you've had 30 years of memories to catch up on to possibly, but you got 30 more years. Please welcome Dan's daughter to the show. Michelle, come on out. This could be sister. All right, let's have a seat. And they've never met before, so have a seat. Michelle, you are definitely the daughter, correct, of Dan.
Yes.
And you have your potential sisters, and you never met until then. What's in your heart right now?
I just really hope she's my sister.
Because?
Because she's just a real sweet person.
Well, there's one other piece of the puzzle that we have to get into. Let's meet the man who raised you as a father and may be your biological dad. Please welcome Jeff, here by video chat from Sioux, Iowa, to the show. Hi, Jeff. Look up here. Jeff, how you doing?
Okay.
Do you think you are, in fact, the biological father of Angel?
I do not.
You do not? Why?
Right. Well, from birth, Angel had always looked different.
Jeff, if you find out you are, in fact, the father of Angel, what does that mean to you?
Well, I feel it would be okay. I'd be happy if I was the father. As far as that goes, I'm here for Angel to find out the biological father.
So it'd be fine with you, Jeff, if you were not the father. You'd be okay with that.
Yeah, I was raised from birth. I was there for her all her life.
Thanks, Dad.
And you'd be great with the fact if you are the father, you're great with that too.
Yes, definitely.
The moment coming. Is it Jeff or is it Dan? Is it Jeff or is it Dan? Does it make a difference to you, a big difference, to find out the actual truth?
Yes, I want to know. My dad, Jeff, he loves me and he's good to me. And either way, I'll still be close with both of them.
What if these test results come in and neither one? What happens then to you?
I keep looking.
You will keep looking.
Yes.
All I want is your happiness, Angel. I hope, for your sake, you find your answers today.
We're going to have the results of Jeff and Dan's DNA test later in the show. Believe me, you don't want to miss this.
Carl desperately wants to be the daddy.
What happens if, in fact, we find out in a few minutes that you are not the baby daddy?
Will doubts his fiancée stand in the way?
Are there 3 other potential dads?
And before the results are even read, she...
Is there something you want to say to Carl? You know, some major questions are going to be answered today from my guests. They're going to find out whether or not they call themselves daddy. Please welcome Carl to the show. Carl, how you doing? Tell me about your relationship with Ashley, the woman you love.
Bill, to be honest, I love her. You know, I want it to work. You know, first of all, let me tell you that I stood in when the other man stepped out. So, you know, for me, I feel like that makes me more of a man. Not only that, our relationship is up and down. You know what I'm saying? Because of the paternity of my daughter.
This is the issue, the paternity of the 5-month-old child known as Serenity, correct?
Yes, sir.
Here she is. Look at that child. Gorgeous.
I love her, Bill. Like, I mean, I take my time
This is your
out,
life.
You know, I take her to the park, I feed her, you know. I mean, I do everything is supposed to do.
Why is there this distant thunder of possibly you are not? What is the issue in your mind?
I say my doubt comes from, first of all, if you look at the conception date, it's a week. You know what I'm saying? So it's tight. You know, it's between me and him. And when you look at both of us, we kind of resemble each other.
So you know there might be some other man.
Oh, yeah, most definitely.
Most definitely.
Yeah.
In your heart, what happens if, in fact, the DNA test later in the show comes out, Carl, that you are not the baby daddy? What happens to your relationship with this child if, there it is, Carl, take a look in the eyes of that girl. Imagine, let it go, man. What happens? Let it go. What happens if, in fact, we find out in a few minutes that you are not the baby daddy?
First of all, Bill, you know, as far as my baby mother is concerned, I gotta go. I gotta go. I can't, you know, I'm planning to lock my vows with this person.
You got a wedding date set.
Yes. December 29th.
But only if you are the baby daddy.
Only.
If it turns out the other way, how do you not be, you got 5 months relationship with Serenity. Would you just walk out the door and let some other dude come in would you just walk away from Serenity?
I will walk away, but I will have to give the real father a chance to be a man.
And that means, all right. Please welcome Carl's fiancée, Ashley, to the show. Ashley, come on out.
Hey, all of that. No, because in first place, I didn't ask you to be here. I did not ask you to be here.
But you kept me here, though.
No,
but you kept me here, though.
I did not keep you anywhere.
Yeah,
you stayed on your own. I did not ask you to be here.
You had me in the hospital.
No, I didn't.
You had me beat up.
You came on your own.
I've been there, though, right?
I told you from the beginning it was another possibility. You did not have to be here. I just thought you should know because it ain't no...
You're saying you told him early on.
Yes, he knew from the beginning.
That he may not be the baby daddy. But you were there when the child was born? Were you there to diaper the child, care for the child?
Hell yeah.
You did it.
He was. I give him that. He is a good daddy, but I did not ask him to be here. 2 days after I found out I was pregnant, I wasn't going to tell him, but my mother convinced me to, and I just told him, like, it's a possibility that you might be her father. It's somebody else, but I thought you should know because it's a possibility. Otherwise, you wouldn't know, period.
Like I said, I'm out here because I want to find the paternity of my daughter.
And you two have had big fights. Talk about the knife incident. Talk about the knife.
Okay, no.
Yo, can I get
okay, this is the thing. No.
I want to hear her story. Hold on, let me hear her story.
Carl is lazy. Get over it. You are. Half the time he really
I'm lazy,
is.
but okay, I'm lazy.
We in the house.
Okay.
We moved out of people's house to get our own house or whatever, to get away from everybody so we can work on us. He inviting all type of people over here. He gets tired. He goes to lay down and he throws everything over the floor. Everything. Serenity is not
diapers on the floor.
No, Carl,
why would you take a diaper that you already changed?
I throw diapers on the floor, Carl.
Ain't you supposed to take it to the garbage?
I wish I had pictures of times I wasn't even at home.
Let me hear from Ashley. Go ahead.
At home, and I come back and it's stuff everywhere. Dishes dirty, bathroom. I'm 8 months pregnant and I'm the one working.
Really? But
Stop it.
Bill,
Stop it.
Okay.
No.
I
Anyway,
get up, I cook breakfast for you. I cook breakfast for her. I go out, I do her errands.
Tell me the knife.
I'm trying to, so
All right, let me hear the knife. Ashley, go ahead.
He needs to be quiet.
Hold on, Carl. Ashley, go ahead.
Okay, so he got her clothes all over the floor. The next morning, we getting up to go somewhere, so I'm trying to get our stuff together or whatever. I come in the room, I'm like, Carl, where is all the clothes that was on the bed? He catch attitude with me or say whatever he said on his breath. I'm like, okay, I'm asking you about her clothes. She is a 5-month-old baby. You took her clean clothes off of the bed and threw them on the floor.
Leave the baby just for a moment. Are there 3 other potential dads? All right, 3 others.
What's up, y'all?
That is the only one that's the truth. The only one. Thank you. The other 2 I had sex with. He knew about the other because it was So don't
She gotta start throwing.
act like
Ashley, I got a question. Are there 3 other potential dads?
Yes.
More than 3?
3.
Yes.
It should be
4.
1.
No.
Me.
3.
No, it's 3.
Not 3.
Do you want to be a single mom, or you want to be with Carl or some dude? At this point, what's in your heart? Is there something? Sit back and quiet down a little bit, Carl. Ashley, is there something you want to say to Carl at this point?
Carl, I'm like really tired of all of the fighting, and it's like really annoying, and it gets on my nerves, and you know this already. Like, it's been times where I've tried to break it off with you, and you get so emotional, I just give in and trying to make it work for Serenity and for us, but if I don't want her to be your daughter, to be honest. I really do appreciate you for stepping up and everything.
You don't want him to be the father in this job.
I don't want him to be the father because I'm tired of all the arguing and the fighting. It's not like he didn't know everything from the beginning.
Are you breaking up? Are you breaking up?
I'm breaking up with him.
Okay.
And I've been trying to for a long time.
Cool.
A long time. I can't do it no more.
All right, let's do this.
What? I'm going
DNA results are coming up in this case. You don't want to miss it. Stay right there.
This DNA continues.
Who really want to be with your
People, like, let's be serious.
You won't believe what led to this behind-the-scenes moment.
Carl.
Here, I don't have nothing to say. Stay on my.
And the answers we're all waiting for are minutes away.
I got the results right here.
Really? You want to break up with me?
I appreciate him.
You think about it. Think about this.
This is why
think
I don't
about
break
this.
up with him at home, because he does all
Are
of
you
this.
serious?
This
Think
is
about
why.
this. Who really want to be with your
People, like, let's be serious.
This is why. Here he comes back. He's coming back.
You know,
what he
my
doing.
grandmother said. Listen.
Carl, your grandma didn't say
Carl,
my
have a
grandma
seat.
said.
Have a seat right
she
there.
didn't
Carl,
say nothing.
sit down.
Because of you. You are the reason why I would put a ring on that.
Who told me not to be with you?
Because of you, I would never marry another. I would not have a plan to marry nobody else.
Okay, that's fine. I never wanted to get married in the first place.
That's your. Why you buy the ring?
Because you get all emotional. I don't hurt your feelings.
You buy a ring and tell me to propose to you.
I bought the ring, Carl. Really?
Did you buy a ring? Yeah.
No, I did not. This man bought this ring 2 months ago.
Let me see the ring.
He bought this ring 2 months ago without me.
On everything I have.
Let me see the ring.
Never bought a ring in my life.
Sit down, Carl.
Stop me.
Who bought that ring?
All on Facebook, Instagram.
If it comes back that he's the baby daddy of Serenity, that is the father. Change. I would have to. Man who loves your daughter, who loves you, a little bit of fun.
That doesn't mean nothing, Bill.
But what if it comes back? He's the baby daddy. What does it mean?
We need to get some type of counseling, because I'm not doing it. I don't know if I want to be with him. I do not know if I want to be with him. And if he is, he needs to do what he needs to do as a father.
Look at that child right there.
Away from me.
That little girl is a daddy. If he's the baby daddy, right there.
I was already there.
That is not him, because I don't have time for this argument.
Let's stop this. We have the results coming up in about a minute. I got the results right here. Everyone sit back. DNA results. Here we go. Carl, you are not the baby daddy. Let me ask you a couple questions. Couple questions.
5 months though. Hold on. I spent 5
Carl, man.
I spent 5 months, man.
Like, y'all not at home. Y'all really don't know what's putting for y'all. Let's be serious. A bad person, like, they do not know what really goes on at home.
What's in your heart right now, man?
It's a waste of time, man. It was a waste of time.
The whole thing? What are you going to do with Serenity now? What are you going to do? What are you going to do?
I gotta go. I can't do nothing, man. It's going to hurt me more, Bill.
Sit down. Let me talk to you for a moment. Come here. What can we do? What can we do? You are not the father of that child. You said earlier you'd walk out the door, let some other guy step in. Are you prepared to let that happen? What can you do? You can still be in that child's life, just not as the father, not as the baby daddy. It is not you. You're excluded. Here, baby. Leave what you're doing right now. I can't. I'm so sorry, Carl. I'm really sorry for you. You feel like you've been living a lie?
That's all I've been doing. I've been all the whole time.
She broke your heart.
That's good. I'm all right, man.
Can we go out and just have a 1 or 2 minute with Ashley to conclude this? Here,
Ashley. I ain't got nothing to say. I ain't got nothing to say. I don't even want to touch
Carl.
you. I'm good.
Just hear her. Carl.
Here, I don't have nothing to say.
For a minute.
Stay on my.
Find him.
Come here, Ashley. Sit down here.
Come here.
Ashley, where do you go from here? Imagine in his heart, he finds out today that you don't want to be with him. Then he finds out Serenity is his child. His heart's broken.
I understand that. Like, what more do you want me to do? I tried to end it a long time ago before it even got to this.
Carl.
He don't want to listen.
Let's find Carl right here, man. Come here. Tell him. Let's have an honest discussion right here.
Carl, look, I'm sorry I lied to you. I tried to tell you, like, I love you as a person, but I really don't want to be with you no more. Like,
I don't care about what you even want to be with me. You just wasted my life, that's all.
I didn't.
That's all. You did. You did all that.
Carl, I understand your pain, but you can't keep throwing salt at me.
It's too late, man.
You really
It's too
can't.
late. Now, I know why everybody been telling me.
Nothing.
Did you lie to him?
Everybody has told me to double think
how many people it was. I didn't lie to him.
Can you understand how hurt you lied to him? How he found out today the woman he loved doesn't want him, and the baby he loves is not his child.
You know what? I would have been better off if you didn't want me. No, I got to shut up. Would have been better if you didn't want me.
Carl,
trust me.
I tried. What did you continue to do? What did you continue to do? You continue to come back constantly.
You know what? I told Puerto Rican girl. Now I do. Now I do.
At your brother's house. Stop lying for the people.
That's cool, but I'm still with her, though.
I don't have time
I'm still with her. She's not going to lie. Her baby daddy.
Good luck.
I bet you that.
Good luck. I wish you would.
The most important thing, you know what, Carl? The most important thing is taking care of Serenity. Stay right there. We'll continue with more.
Painful paternity questions.
Charlotte,
You know what I mean?
30 years not knowing who her biological dad is.
Jeff was her dad.
Heartbreaking answers.
You are not the baby daddy. It's in your heart.
It's a waste of time, man.
Don't miss more unbelievable DNA results.
A lot at stake here, isn't it?
Yes.
Dan, you are... Paternity issues are coming to the surface for today's guests. Will they leave thrilled or devastated? Now, before we go any further, Michaela, you want Angel's sister, correct?
Definitely,
This is
of
your
course.
dad, and you want you two to be sisters. And why do you think possibly Angel is your sister?
I actually spoke with her on the phone, and I looked up some pictures on Facebook. I seen a picture of her when she was younger, and I looked up through my scrapbook and seen a picture of me when I was younger. We look very, very similar. We have the same dimples, dark hair, dark eyes, the same cheekbone structures. Just have that feeling that she definitely is.
And you know what? When I talked to her on the phone, I felt like we were connected. And when I talked to her on the phone, I just felt like this is where I belong, and he's my dad, and I don't have to look anymore. I feel like my prayers have been answered.
After an hour on the phone, we both felt we were connected, totally connected.
You are in your heart convinced that you are, in fact, the biological father of Angel.
Yes, I am.
We're going to go to Jeff first. Jeff, you are not the baby daddy.
Sorry, I thought I was.
Can I just tell you how many times I told you, and then you just told me I was wrong the whole time? The whole time, ever since I've been telling you.
I thought Jeff was your dad. I'm sorry. I thought Jeff was your dad.
The truth only came out now because you're on a TV show. How come you couldn't be?
She didn't know the way.
I thought Jeff was your dad.
She didn't know.
But there could be, if you're with another person, that's a possibility. You know what I mean? I should know the possibilities. I'm an adult.
I thought Jeff was your dad. I'm sorry, Jeff. I thought she was yours. I'm sorry.
For 30 years, you had a daughter named Angel to help care for. Jeff, what are your feelings now? Your heart. Just tell me what's in your heart.
Well, my heart says I still love my daughter. You know.
Love you.
But therefore,
All right. It's hard, man. After 30 years, your heart's got to be, in a sense, broken.
a little bit.
Charlotte, anything you want to say to Jeff?
I'm sorry, Jeff. I thought she was yours. I honestly thought Angel was your daughter. I'm sorry.
We wish you nothing but the best, Jeff, and thanks for being the kind of that you were. Jeff, thank you. Jeff, thank you. Dan, let's go on to your test results now. I've not seen them until this point. There's a lot at stake here, isn't there?
Yes.
Dan, you are not the baby daddy.
Figure it out. That's what you need to do. It's not fair to me.
0%.
I'm sorry, Angel. I don't remember. I'm sorry.
Angel?
Yes.
I can't imagine what you're feeling right now. In a sense, you lost your biological father of 30 years, and you don't have a biological relationship with the man you thought was your dad that you've sought out. And you have no biological relationship with Michelle.
You know what? I still have really good people that I consider my family, whether they're blood or not, you know?
Are you going to keep looking for your father?
For my father, yes.
And you're going to try to find him?
Yes.
Years old, and you're going to keep looking?
Yep.
We'll be back with more. Stay right there. How do you deal with the outcome of paternity tests, especially if the news is heartbreaking? Please welcome family therapist Dr. Deb Castaldo to the show. Dr. Deb, how you doing? Let's begin with Carl and Ashley. My heart goes out, in a sense, to both of them, but especially Carl, who came here in a relationship, loving a child, and things went south in a hurry for him.
Exactly. Carl, I would say to you, you have to learn from this. Who are you letting into your life? Okay, so you've got to be more careful about the choices you make.
Right.
And you're really a hero for loving this baby.
Thank you.
But again, be careful in your future. Keep more of a boundary. Don't move so fast. And I hope that, Ashley, you will let him have a relationship with her.
Ashley, go ahead.
But no, because just put on this whole little facade for y'all. But the whole reason like we broke up in the first place is because he left to move in with another girl, which is why I ended up having sex with other people.
Okay.
Angel and the difficulties we have here.
Angel, I think it's important for you to continue to try to find your biological father, but I also want to ask you, what's your need to beat up your mother? Right. And why do you keep lashing out at her? You only have one mother. I think you have to decide if you want to give and move her and try to she is. She obviously has had a lot of damage in her life.
You look at your mom, turn to your left, look at the body language. Look at your mom and tell her from this day forward, the accusation, the charge, and the name calling is going to stop between the both of you. Tell her that.
I wanted to stop. I just really, in my own heart, I don't think of you as my mother. My grandmother raised me from when I was 8 months old. That's who I have. She's in heaven. You know what I mean? That's what I'm about.
Charlotte, will you help us find her father? Will you help us find?
I will help you whatever I can, but I don't remember what I was like at 16 years old. I'm sorry that Jeff's not your father. I'm sorry Danny wasn't. I hope you find all your answers. I'll do whatever I have to make you happy.
Let's leave it at that. Mom will help her find who her father is. When we continue with the bottom line, for more info, go to the website, BillCunninghamShow.com. Paternity issue, here's the bottom line. Family is more than blood. Don't give up on a child if DNA doesn't go your way. Turning on and off love due to DNA is going to hurt the kids the most. DNA doesn't equal love. The truth, in the end, will set you all free. I want to thank all my guests for coming in, and I'll see you the next time.